I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Seahawks are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Bears team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing is Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll run on the draw. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Santos. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Luck. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Third and 2, Luck. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first and 10, Bentley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second down, Bentley. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Bentley, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Bentley. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gautin hits the seat. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He's to the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defense showing blitz. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
To throw on second down is Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Off of play action, Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Bentley. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty. It's Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to think about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Luck. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Luck now on second down. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Bentley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yep. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Looking to throw. Bentley. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to throw. Bentley. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun. Bentley. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Bentley going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first down. Bentley, incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Johnson. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action. It's locked. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it?
And a loose football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Bentley. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Buying time, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, Bentley, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Always got some breathing room. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now running right through him. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say put the game on under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
No. Check. Patriots, go. Patriots. Blue line it. Blue line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Luck on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. But a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So locked down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are